Right, so here we go again. So, gonna load up 80 kilos, go for a bit of a wider hand positioning than I'm used to, but I think that's gonna help with more power in the range of motion. So, without any further ado, let's do 80 kilos. Oh, not bad. Right. So, you can get used to this bench. It's not a bench I'm accustomed to. So I think I'm going to play around with this weight for a bit. Get my positioning right. See how things go. Let's go back to our regular grip. Right. Fine. Okay. I'm going to try once again to try and do a thumbless grip. I think that might be the alternative. So yeah. Whew. Okay. Try a thumbless grip yet again. Go wider. Formless grip. Trying to get that bar stacked over the wrist. Feels good. So, just trying out different positionings, trying to change things up. So, that is true. That is true, and so won't you. So, you've got to be yourself, ain't you? Okay, I think we'll up the weight to 85. Actually, no, it's 84. Keep getting the plates here, then go up in 2.5 increments. Again, we're going to try another formless grip. Go wider. Again, not too shoddy. Again, something I'm not used to doing the formless grip. Does feel better. And going a bit wider, I think that's going to be beneficial. So we'll up the weight yet again. Going to try 90 kilos, which is a bit of a jump from 84. But I'm feeling about the strengths there. Just got to put the necessary payload on the muscle. So 90 kilos. See how this goes. Right, not as deep as I wanted. So definitely achievable. So taxing. So I think I'm trying to get down to the chest on this next one. Again, I'm not bothered about how many reps I'm doing. Trying to see how strong I am. But I think things are progressing nicely. So on that one, I went a bit wider than my normal hand position, and I fully locked in terms of grip positioning. Didn't go thumbless. So I think we'll do the same again. Not too bad. A bit lower than last time. I think we can get a bit lower. This is 90 kilos. But I'm trying to get more hench. Considering I don't take any protein shakes or any other special supplementation. It's definitely been a road of dedication. So I'm not aiming for reps. I'm just trying to see how far my strength come on. Just need to try and get down to the chest with the bar. I think some of that it's a bit of fear that lies within, but we'll get there. Again, we'll try 90 again. Trying to go as low as possible. Ideally, touch onto the chest. Yes, I do take creatine. That's probably one of the supplements I would highly recommend anybody take. At the moment, I've upped my dosage to 6 grams per serving. It seems to be doing the world of good. I definitely feel a lot fuller in the muscles. So we're chasing 100 kilos. That's what we want to get up to by the end of the year. I think things are steadily getting towards 100 kilos. So I'm going for a bit of a wider hand position than normal, which I think is going to pay off in the long run. Again, could go a bit lower. Oh, we've definitely got the strength, which is nice. So I might go a little bit heavier on the next one. But so far, so good. So appreciate the comments so far, guys. Keep them coming in. So yeah. I'm going to do another set of 90 kilo. and then we'll take it from there. Well, things are slowly working in my favor. Right. Oh, not doing it. Nowhere near. But I think 90 kilos is starting to be coming the nominal weight that I need to be working at. So we'll push the boundaries a little bit more. So 94. Really push on the best we can. As soon as we get a rep that will fail on, we'll try out the new piece of equipment I've got. So here we go again. So 94 kilos. Whew. Again, not low enough, but we'll try the next one. Go a bit lower. I think there's a bit of fear creeping in. Well, I don't think I'll be going for 100 today, although I would like to. Need to get the bar down to my chest. I think that's the protocol that I need to really like dial in. I think there's a bit of fear creeping in, not wanting to fail, but I have to bite the bullet and push on the best I can. But it won't be long. One thing is for sure, I think the more often I do the type of exercise that I want to be doing, the better and quicker the progression will become. So I think that's something that's down to me that I need to start programming in better sessions that incorporate different exercises that help build an all-round more stability to perform the exercise better. We'll see how far we can get today. Right, so 94 kilos. Again, a bit lower than last time, but to feel the tension is just probably a bit too much. So, what we'll do is before we go a bit heavier, I do have a new piece of equipment to try out. This is my new slingshot. The last one I had for about over 10 years is a bit tight around the arms. So I've gone for the extra large one. So this one's rated for, I think, 125 kilos. So this is going to be a helpful little hand into a progression, trying to get the central nervous system geared up for heavier and heavier weight. Again, works a treat. But I think what we need to do is load up a bit heavier weight. So we'll go 100 kilos and use the slingshot. Let's get a big boy weight. So we'll load up 100 kilos, see how things transpire. So 100 kilos, use a slingshot again, see how that performs with a bit heavier weight. Yeah, so for me, I struggle at the bottom end. I think it's a bit of a reassurance. So which also teaches the body about the form factor in it, but also gets the central nervous system geared up for the weight. So it's not necessarily the weight being heavy, but it's that snapshot at the bottom end, which I seemingly struggle with. So every tool helps. Again, that's good. We'll do another set. Do another set of that weight, 100 kilos. But yeah, anything that can help during a lift, by all means, I always try to take as much precautions as I can, because getting an injury is not worth that risk. but using a slingshot definitely helps with that transition at the bottom end, which is always going to be my downfall at the moment. But like I said, it teaches the central nervous system with the payloads that I want it to get accustomed to. So well, so everything's always opinionated. So whether it's 1 rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, 10 reps, doesn't really matter. It's whatever the results you get out of it is the main thing. I think too many people worry about how many reps you got to do. Muscle endurance. Aye, well, each their own. It's disgusting. I'm going to try 110. Push the boundaries a bit more. I think sometimes when you push on, try and get the body more accustomed to a heavier weight is the main goal. So by no means am I counting this as a new PR personal best, not with the assistance of the slingshot. It's just a preparation of things to come. Right, let's do some more muscles. Ah, well, you always get people with their own opinions, which is always nice to hear. But yeah, never let people deter you from your own goals. I never have and never will. So, 110 kilos. Just trying to get the body accustomed to a heavier payload, considering at the start of the year I was struggling to bench 50 kilos, believe it or not. So progression has been really, really, really good. But there will be a day when I'll be benching 100 kilos without any assistance. But until then, we use every means necessary to get there. So 110 kilos. Gee, not even halfway down. Mad. I'm gonna try that again. Whew. But I think once the body gets accustomed with the payload, I think things will then start to pick up nicely. Right. Well, that's the main thing. You should always train the way your body adapts to things. Long as, like I always said, long as you're trying to overload to make that adaptation, that's the key to training. When you first try something or you try and go heavier, your reps are not always going to be sufficient, not going to be pretty, but it's that overload that the muscles need to then come back stronger. But in between that, you've got to be careful that you don't overdo it and cause an injury. So you have to be quite mindful of the pitfalls involved with overloading. But I think some devices like this slingshot definitely helps give a bit more security to overloading the muscle. Right, let's go again. See if we can get the bar further down. And I think probably early next week we'll definitely come back and hit bench again. Here we go again. It's annoying. Clip the underside of the clips. Getting there. Not the prettiest of reps. Definitely feel I've got the strength. Just the execution is pretty shit. But nevertheless, perseverance always pays off. So we'll try again. I think what we'll end up doing some more dumbbell work. I'm gonna try another rep. Right. There you go. Wow, wow. That is what I call a successful fail. So, don't think. Oh, I can't get that one. It's too narrow. Never mind. That almost fell off as well. I didn't put the clip on. Right. I'm going to try. Think about what I'm going to do next. Wow. Okay, so plan of action. We'll jump on another machine. That was good. Right, what we're going to do. Right. Try to overload on the machine for the chest press. Yeah. Right, this is where we get our bit of volume in now. Right there. So, the seat's not very comfortable. not too bad. So yeah, keep your comments coming in. Oh, go a bit heavier, so go 30 kilos a side. 10. Oh, gee, weights. Right. Here we go again. So, trying to aim north of 6 reps. So far, so good. There's so we do 35 kilos a side. And trying to push on the best we can. And once we've done this one, I'm going to go on to some dips. Really accentuate the move. So, 70 kilos. Wow. So yeah, get your comments in, drop us a follow. Right, I'm gonna go up to 80 kilos. Let's get 2 more big boy plates. So I'm gonna use this machine as the volume machine. Get a bit more volume, get more reps in. Because it's nice and quiet, it's peaceful. I don't have to accommodate other people's routines into mine. And there's no unhealthy distractions whilst I'm here. $80 kilos. Again, we'll up the weight to 85 kilos. So as I go up the weight, I'm going to start decreasing the reps, maybe by 1 or 2 reps. Trying to aim for 4 to 5 reps where I can. Just give myself a bit more time to recoup. It's always something I fail to do. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I don't really have a training split. I always come to the gym having 3 exercises I want to do for the main muscle group. Then everything else, I will then do some accessory work on other muscle groups. Not going as heavy as if that was my main reason to be there. So but we'll be hitting a few leg exercises and do some more arms as always. So we have 85 kilos loaded up. Right, I'm going to go a bit heavier. So this is where I like to push on the best I can when on the machines. For the fixed range of motion, I think it's really beneficial and it gives you more scope to improve. So yeah, 100 kilos coming right up. So yeah, get your comments in. Better wear a helmet. I could do it with the hair, let alone the helmet. I am from the UK. I live in County Durham. So 100 kilos. So much mechanical tension there, it's unbelievable. We'll try that once more. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So get your comments in, guys. Anything you'd like to add or ask, then please feel free to do so. Wow. Right, and let's take it back down again. Do 80 kilos. And then we'll do 2 more exercises, I think, after this one. We'll do some dips. Try and put some added weight onto the body weight dips. And then we'll do some fly movements as well. So really trying to accentuate the upper chest. So back to 80 kilos. Right, leave some more in reserve. Tidy up. Tidy up, then we'll jump on to some dips. Wow. Whew. So, almost tidy up. I'm gonna do one more set, I think. We'll do one more set. Why did I go so late? Probably one of the most quietest times to come to the gym. So I like that. I like the feel of an empty gym. I don't have to contend with other people's routines when I'm doing mine. So that's always a benefit of coming to the gym so late. Fits in quite nicely with my work schedule. So that's another benefit. And because I do the live stream, I don't have to be concerned about other people's privacy, which I think is something that people tend to forget about when they pull out the camera. Not everybody wants to be recorded or be a part of your live stream, so I think you have a degree of responsibility when you do record. But yeah, for me, I think you have to be careful. People easily do subjectify people with comments and whatnot. So there's a lot of vulnerable people who are in the gym at the time. So I think you just got to be very careful with what you do with the content that you create and the people you allow access to it. But that's just the type of person I am. I'm very accommodating. Anyway, 80 kilos. Well, you have to be, you know, not everybody has the confidence to want to be on somebody else's camera reel, whether you post it or not. And let's just say that the people that you share the gym with other people, and especially females, and know what other males think like. It's easy to subjectify and sexualize people, male or female, but predominantly female. So you've got to be really cautious. So I'm very aware of other people's opinions on the matter. So it's a very grey area. But nevertheless, I do prefer to come to the gym at this time of the morning. It is so much better. But I do come to the gym, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning or any time of day really. As long as it's something I can factor into my routine, and I'm happy. But I always record at this time of night because obviously there's no one I've got to be concerned about. So, with that done, just tidying up, I'm going to jump on to some dips. So, let's get set up for that. So, a few dips, and then see how things go. So what I'm going to need to do is you get my bag of tricks. So, bag of tricks. Here we go. So I do have my own dipping belt. So we'll utilize that. Again, where possible, I try to overload the muscle to the best of my ability. So to get things ready. So now I do prefer this dipping station to the one I have at my gym, which is closer to my home. Nice. Just the right frame for my body. So I think what we'll do, we'll try and do 5 kilos and a 10 kilo plate. We'll do 5 kilos of added weight this time around. Then every set after that, we'll just add another 5 kilos. I'm trying to push on, really. So 5 kilos of added weight. But yeah, this dipping station is probably the perfect width for my frame, and the handles are nice and wide as well. Nice. So what we'll do, we'll increase the weight again, 10 kilos. But so far, so good. And then we'll finish on with some bent over flies. Whew. Wow. So we'll do 10 kilos after this one. Then we'll see if we can go up to 15 and 20 kilos after. Whew. And I think after this next 2 exercises, we'll then probably do some close grip rows on the cable machine. So 10 kilos. Okay, so not too bad. Go heavier on the last one. Okay. Okay, so gonna go 15 kilos heavier. So 15 kilos, last set. Wow. Okay. So 15 kilos. Let's see if we can get this one. Wow. Whew. Okay. So I'm happy with that. So what we'll do now is might just give the upper body a bit of time to recuperate. So I might jump on to a different movement. So I might do a bit of back movements just to keep a bit of balance on the upper body. But yeah, I will always keep on working hard. It is 10 to 3 in the morning here. So it's 2:49 here. So yeah. So I'm going to do some rows, I think, now. Let's do this little puzzle for a TikTok. There we go. So we'll do some close grip rows and then we'll come back to doing the chest movements once again. But here we go. Where's the ones? I want the better ones in that. Where's trying to find the better. Right, I'm just trying to find the handles that I used last time when I was here. Like everything's like migrates around the whole gym environment, so it's always find the shit when you can. So annoying. I'll have one look up here. That one, that's not the best one. I'll have to use that one. It says, look, really? Can't see. Nope. That's annoying. Unless it's on a different one. Oh, there it is there. Even better. Okay, so. Okie dokie. So. Try on 60 kilos first. Not too bad. Go to 70. Okay. Pardon moi. Right, 70 kilos. Let's go to 80 kilos. I think last time I got up to 105 kilos for a couple of reps. So if I can get up to 100 kilos, I'll be happy today. So we do 80 kilos, trying to get 4 or 5 reps. As long as I'm getting that stretch, really feeling the lats extend, the main aspect. So go a bit heavier again. 90 kilos. Finish on this one. Trying to get up to about 100 kilos if we can. And then we'll then skedaddle back over to do a chest, one more chest movement. Wow. Right, and 90 kilos. See how this goes. Wow. Do one more set. Go up to 100 kilos. This will be the final set. One thing I always try to make sure is always trying to work the opposing muscle group to the one I've worked, trying to keep that balance. Wow. So if I can get 2 or 3 reps at 100 kilos, I'll be very happy. Wow, wow, wow. Whew. Whoa. Wow. Right. So that is that done. So, could do one more chest movement and look at doing some lower leg movements. Shabba. So, let's skedaddle to another movement. So, what's becoming my favorite accessory movement is this machine here. So, let's get it all set up. About right. So let's load this up. Start on the 40 kilos. Bit too light. So we'll go up to 55 kilos. Really push on. Right, 55 kilos. Nice. Bit heavier. Go to 70 kilos. Them lights are so bright. Okay, so this is 70 kilos. So, gonna get heavier. 80 kilos. Really trying to push on now. Such a good machine. Whew. So, it's not been a bad workout, I must admit. It's been interesting. So, 80 kilos. Ooh. Wow. So, okay. Right, I might go a bit heavier, go 90 kilos. So, 90 kilos. And then we'll skedaddle onto another machine. See if I can do this. Wow. Right. So, I want to sit down for a bit, I think. Catch my breath. Ooh. Wow. Whew. Right. Enough rest. I am going to do one more back exercise. And then I'm going to skedaddle back off home. Now, let's get reacquainted with this machine. I think that big bar up there. Okay. Oh, oh. I wonder if that scales are working. Let's try it. Let's see if it works.
Please carry your full view from the pool. Please present your card.
Yes, it does. Right.
Please select
That is good. Right. So I'll be able to weigh myself after this session, which I wanted to do yesterday, but it wasn't working. But today it's working, so I'll be able to weigh myself. But so far with my weight, I've been maintaining weight quite good, to be fair. So it'd be interesting if I've gained more muscle mass, lost any body weight or body fat would be nice. So 30 kilos. Nice. Wow. Let's go 35 kilos. And I think I give myself a well-earned rest after this session. Wow. Okay. 35 kilos. Nice. Right. Slightly heavier. 40 kilos aside. And then we'll see if we want to do one more exercise. Whew. Wow. Okay. So 40 kilos. Wow. Nice. Right. I think that was a good session. So managed to do flat bench, seated chest press, some chest flies and some dips, some seated rows, and pull downs. I think that's a nice rounded session. So what I'm going to do now, I need to weigh myself to see whether I've lost any body fat. Do feel like I've got stronger. So we'll see if things correspond in the right matrix. So thank everybody who's dropped me a comment, dropped me a like, dropped me a follow. Really appreciate the support. I think tomorrow I'm going to have a day off from coming to the gym. But or maybe come to the gym and not record because I'll be on a different shift tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But I will see you again very soon. So take care. And until then, I'll see you again soon.